Number Purple Banditos, welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Live Platinum. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time, we took down the quarterfinalists. In today's episode, we're going to take on Steven. So here we go, Rodri versus Steven in the semifinals of the World Championship. So we're going to be taking on Steven and his 6 Pokemon today. And if we defeat him, we will be advancing on towards the finals. And I'm very excited to do this. This will be the finale. So make sure you guys give this video a like. It has been an amazing adventure. We've gone through a lot of craziness throughout it, and it would mean a lot to me if you guys did that. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and start things off with Shocky up in front, going up against a Skarmory, and I'm feeling pretty good today. You know, we actually made our way through the quarterfinals, the preliminary rounds, without too much trouble. I gotta say, it was honestly pretty easy, and we didn't have too much of a crazy challenge. I mean, it was a little bit difficult in the quarters, but here in the semis, we finally have our big first challenge, considering that all of Steven's Pokemon are going to be level 90. Now, this is something that I mentioned to you guys before. Once we got into the semifinals, all of the Pokemon would be passing us in levels, so it's going to be much more difficult. And honestly, it's going to be pretty freaking tough if your Pokemon aren't this leveled up. So if you guys have Pokemon a little bit under these levels that I have, it's going to be a lot tougher. If you guys have them a little bit over, then it's probably going to be much easier for you. I'd say if you keep your Pokemon around the 90s, you should have a breeze through the World Championship. But you know what? I like making things a little bit more difficult on us and putting on a challenge. So far, though, pretty easy. Steve-O specializes in the Steel-type Pokemon, so that's pretty much what he's going to be throwing out at us. You know, I've been thinking a lot about this game, and since we began this adventure, I remember my first thoughts when I made the decision to play this game. I was like, you know what, I want to try something different, something that's going to branch out and just be this completely different game that I've never tried out before, but still be reminiscent of other games I've played in the past, and I think this was a really great selection. I remember when I first started playing this game, I thought it was going to be this insanely super difficult journey, and honestly, it kind of was. From what you guys told me back then, you were like, be careful, this journey's going to be really, really tough. It's one of the toughest Pokemon hacks, and it's going to be just an absolute mess to get through. It's going to be ridiculously hard as you get through. But you know what? Thanks to you guys and all the tips that you gave me throughout the journey, it honestly turned out to be a little bit easier than what I expected, and I actually had an absolute blast with it. Honestly, this has to be one of the games, you know, up there now from the games I've played. I think it was a really, really fun journey, especially the fact that we had the chance to go through 2 different regions, as well as, you know, take on, well, I don't know, legendaries were kind of a pain running around and finding all the secret locations, but I do like the fact that they have the World Championship here. It's definitely a very big bonus for me. I think a couple of you guys agreed. I mentioned that yesterday where I was like, you know, the World Championship's always really great to see, to bring trainers from different areas, and you guys agreed with me as well, so it's really great that, you know, you guys feel the same way as I do, because I know bringing different regions together is honestly really cool. You know, I always thought about having a game where all the regions were connected, you know, all the gens were connected. I thought at first that it would be a complete mess. You know, that would be crazy, putting, you know, 6 gens together and throwing in all these different Pokemons and you having to go from region to region, and that your Pokemon would be too insanely strong if you didn't switch them out, that sort of thing. But then, now that I've had the chance to do it here in this region, and we had 2 different regions to go through where we did have the chance to kind of switch our team up a little bit, I must say that, honestly, it was a lot of fun. And I would look forward to a game that would connect all the different regions now. I think it would be really, really cool. We could almost take, you know, the Ash route and change up teams every time once you get to a new region. I think that would be really cool. It kind of made sense to me why in the anime Ash switches up his team now, because it makes it more of a challenge if you actually kind of start up again than have your very insanely strong Pokemon going up against all these, you know, pretty much under-leveled, you know, Pokemon that the gym leaders would have. So it makes a little bit of sense to me, and I think that would be really, really cool to try out in an adventure. With that, though, guys, we're going to go ahead and take down the Aggron. It looks like Roku just went on a spree, by the way. Roku pretty much knocked out every single person here. Roku's feeling it today. Roku is ready to rumble and ready to take on anybody who crosses our path. With that, guys, though, the Aggron is going to go down. Very, you know what, it wasn't that difficult. Your skills, alright, well thanks Steve-O. We defeated our friend Steven, Very proud to have been able to battle you. You're extraordinary. Next up, we advance to the final round. Now we made it to the final, so it will be the most exciting battle of the entire tournament. The final battle will be Rodri versus Ash Ketchum. Rodri, I knew from the first time I saw you that you had great potential. You'd better battle with all your power. I'll defend the title of champion with everything I've got. Here we go, Rodri versus Ash Ketchum, the champion of the world. So let's go ahead and take on Pokemon Trainer Ash Ketchum. He will be the final battle of this game. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and open things up with Roku. Roku will be going up against the Venusaur. As I told you guys, all of Ash's Pokemon are going to be level 100. Ash is always going to be who you face in the finals. There's no other trainer that you face. Ash is the only one. He is the world champion, and he's going to be defending his title for a reason. I mean, this guy has insanely strong Pokemon, but we actually hit a crit. Very nice. So Roku already took down the level 100 Venusaur. We're doing really good. Ash has 5 Pokemon left. I'm actually a little bit worried about the Snorlax. Who am I going to send out for it? You know what? I don't really know who I should send out against the Snorlax. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep Roku up against it. So Snorlax, yeah, they're all level 100. What am I thinking? I'm sitting here for a second like, maybe one of them won't be level 100 and save us just a tiny bit of trouble. Watch out for Snorlax, by the way. This guy has rollout, and if he gets rolling, it's really gonna hurt your team. He also has Hyper Beam, probably Sleep, and probably, I don't know, Snore, or some other move like that. All I know is that Snorlax is probably one of Ash's most dangerous Pokemon. This Hyper Beam is probably going to do a ton of damage to us, actually, which makes me a tiny bit worried. Let's see if we can survive it. We did not. Roku is out of the fight. That kind of sucks. I'm going to go ahead and switch out, bring out Slow. Maybe Slow will be able to take down the Snorlax. Let's go ahead and go for the Psychic then. I'm hoping that will do a good amount to the Snorlax. It should do quite a bit, honestly. Yeah, that's looking quite good. Snorlax is going to recharge, so we're going to go for one more Psychic. That will be nice if it takes down the Snorlax, because it would mean that every single one of our Pokemon has taken down somebody so far. Next up is a Blastoise. We're going to go ahead and send out Shocky. I think Shocky's our best source going up into it. And as you guys know, I have Thunderbolt and Thunder ready to go. I'm going to man up and go for the Thunder. It's going to go for a Protect. Okay, so one more time, we're going to man up and go for the Thunder again. It used Protect. Okay, cool. This seems to be what's going to keep happening over and over. All right, how about we try it one more time? Let's go for the Thunder. And we miss. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so Thunder really doesn't want to land on this Blastoise, and now this guy is going to be going for the Skull Bash because he just prepared for that. Finally, the Thunder has landed. Hopefully, we will be able to one-hit KO this Blastoise, but I actually don't think that's going to happen, and no, it did not. It's going to go for the Skull Bash. That hopefully won't do too much to us. Come on. All right, we survived it. We're going to go for the Thunderbolt then. I have to go for that, 100% chance. So with that, Blastoise should go down, and there we have it, guys. Ash is down to 4 Pokemon, and that's okay. We got a little bit of breathing room down. We only have 1 Pokemon down. He's got 2 down. We're doing okay. Next up is going to be a Charizard, so I'm going to send out Verse to go up against the Charizard. Remember, I told you guys that a lot of these trainers had Charizard, Aggron, had those types of Pokemon, and it's something that continuously happens here. It's going to go for the Wing Attack. That should do a good amount, honestly. Wow, what the fudge? He hit a crit on us? That's actually a pretty strong attack. We're going to go for the Hydro Pump, though. That would be nice if we could one-hit KO it. There we have it. Super effective. Wasn't even a crit. All right, so very cool. We took down the Charizard. 3 Pokemon left for Ash Ketchum. We're doing good. Next up is a Pikachu. I am actually going to switch out. I'm going to bring out Grouchy to go up against the Pikachu. I think that's going to be our best shot, honestly. I think that's a pretty good call. Except, you know what? The Sandstream gets just a tiny bit annoying. Wow, Ash has 2 Pokemon left, guys. But never mind. I guess we're just completely sweeping through his team. It's going quite easy so far. Let me go ahead and actually use a Revive, though. I'm going to use a Revive on Roku just because I don't really feel like seeing one of our main guys, our starter, kind of just sitting there on the bench passed out. I kind of want to make sure he's, all woke up and alive for us to defeat Ash. Okay, next up, against the Pikachu, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake. Probably what you guys thought I would do. I mean, I don't know what other moves you expected me to use. But with that, guys, the Thunderbolt actually did a bunch for a crit. What the fudge? Okay. That did a ton of damage. He lands one more of those. I don't know, we might be in trouble, but a one-hit KO on the Pikachu with the Earthquake. So there goes Ash Ketchum's Pikachu. He is down to one Pokemon, which is going to be an Espeon. Now, I am actually going to... What should I do? I'm going to keep out Grouchy for now, because I do have a little bit of a strategy in mind here for this final Pokemon. This was actually very simple so far. Pokemon really stepped up here in this battle. It's going for a Morning Sun, so it's going to heal up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake, though, and hopefully this will KO it. That would be very, very nice if it would KO it, but I'm honestly not too sure if it will. Let's go ahead and see if it'll do it. That did a bunch of damage, but not enough to take it down. You know what, guys? We could mix things up right here, actually. I think I'm going to switch things up just a tiny bit, and I am going to go ahead and bring out Roku into this battle. I know that's a little bit strange and a little bit weird, but why not? I just want to do it just for fun, just to have a little fun with this battle and, you know, throw in some randomness here and there. So Roku will hopefully land the last hit that we need, or maybe Espeon will use like a psychic move and knock us out. Pretty much a 50-50 at this point, so let's just hope that we're a tiny bit faster. I'm gonna go ahead and go for, let's see, I don't know, Flamethrower, I guess. Espeon went for the Psychic. Maybe, just maybe, we'll survive it. Mother fudger, we went down. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. I'm gonna finish things off with Fluffy then. I don't think Fluffy has seen too much action here in this battle. And you know what? With that, it's like every single one of our Pokemon have took down somebody in this final battle. That's actually really, really cool. All right, Fluffy, let's wrap things up here against Ash Ketchum, and let's become the world champion. Espeon is really trying to heal up. Espeon's just sitting there shaking, like getting all worried, like, oh, mother fudger, I'm about to lose the title for Ash. What am I gonna do? He's gonna be real angry after this. And with that, guys, it's super effective. Espeon is down, and it looks like we have defeated the guy, Ash Ketchum. We have done it. He has nothing to say. We got 2,000 for winning, and... incredible! Now you're the new world champion! Ooh! We have done it! You're the best trainer in the world! With that, guys, we go to get our trophy, and we have officially become the world champion and the best Pokemon trainer in the world. With that, guys, that wraps up Light Platinum. There is nothing else for us to do here in this adventure. I guess we could talk to our mom. Hey, Rodri, you're the pride of my life. I hope you're always this close to your mom. Thanks, Mom, even though you never cooked any food for me. You got no waffles. Let's actually go check on the professor, too, just in case, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be everything for us to do. Very good, Rodri. It seems like you were born to become a legendary trainer. I'll be following your journey from here. So with that, guys, that is all we can do in this game. It has been quite an adventure, and I've really enjoyed it. Hey, Nurse Joy, maybe we'll be seeing you again. It has been an amazing journey, and I'm really glad I got to share it with you guys. It honestly would mean a lot to me if you guys could give this finale a like. It's been a heck of an adventure, and I really appreciate all the comments and everything you guys have done for me. We're going to finish the adventure off here where it started, so thank you guys so much for watching. And this is the end of my Let's Play. Catch you guys in the next adventure. Goodbye.